Justine, and in this video I'm going to be doing my makeup the way I just feel like doing it at the time, and I'm going to be talking about my lessons that I've learned throughout my life. And I was watching videos that are similar to this idea. They were talking about their life lessons, and everyone has a different path, so everyone has different life lessons. But I thought, hey, I've done a lot of stupid stuff. I have some pretty silly stories. Maybe somebody would find this funny and entertaining. And maybe somebody would be inspired by this. I don't know. I hope you like it. I know I'm saying this while I'm doing my makeup, but throughout the years of doing my makeup, I have learned quite a few things. One of them being that makeup is not going to make you feel better about yourself. It's definitely not going to cover up any of the pimples that you have. Sure, it's going to cover up some redness and irritation and all those other things, but it's not going to make you feel good about yourself. It's just going to want to make you continue to pile it up until it looks like a mask. Sorry, I stutter a lot. So, what I mean to say by this is take care of yourself, take care of your mind, and how you perceive yourself as a person. And if at any point you feel like wearing a mask, sure, you can. I have worn makeup for years. You guys know this. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen my TikToks and my funny things on Instagram and things like that. But I had to do a lot of inner work to be able to do things like that. I had to work up the courage to do things like that. And once you do that, you realize that the makeup is not going to cover up my insecurity, because unfortunately people are going to see those insecurities and they're going to try to tear you up from the inside out. What you gotta do is work on yourself. Sure, you can wear your makeup. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't. But yeah, do some inner work, and soon enough you'll be confident enough to A, do your makeup, and B, you'll be able to see yourself on the inside, and so will others. Whew, that's a lot of talking. Now for foundation. Part 2. If somebody ever tries to make you feel bad for something that you're wearing, that's a them problem. That's not a you problem. They feel that way about themselves. And that person is not for you. If those are multiple people that are making you feel bad about yourself, they are not for you. If your partner is not making you feel good about yourself, they're not for you. You see where I'm going with this? Basically, if people are not in your corner constantly rooting for you and hoping that you succeed and making you feel good about yourselves, they're not for you. And they're never going to be. And you should leave them at the door where they belong. Eating too many sweet potatoes is going to turn you orange. Don't ask me how I know this. I just do. Following my last tip, do not eat an entire bag of baby carrots with peanut butter because you don't want to gain any more weight. I'm already skinny. What was I thinking? This foundation is more yellow than I thought it would be, but whatever. I'm just working with it. Ah, I need to go out and get some sun. The lesson that I learned from Beauty and the Beast, and I hope that everybody learns, is that people change, people grow, and sometimes they change for the better, and sometimes they change for the worse. And sometimes people become a monster. And though they may be like a monster to you, you've never been in their shoes. You don't know what they're going through on the inside. Following that thought, if you see somebody that is weird or outcasted and you wonder, why is this person so weird? Again, you've never been in their shoes. You're not currently in their shoes. So, if you put yourself in that person's shoes, then you'll be more understanding of why they are so weird or why they're so monster-like. If someone isn't treating you the way that you treat them, they're not for you, sis. If you make a mistake and somebody tries to put it in your face that you made a mistake, they're not for you. I don't care who they are. Partner, friend, family member. They're not for you. Retail therapy is all fun and games until you're in debt and can't pay off your credit card. Blushy, blushy. That looks a little bit better. I got distracted. School is cool. And yeah, you should definitely stay in school. You can learn a lot from being in school. You can switch your majors, you can go back and forth. But if you make the decision that school is not for you, that's your decision. And don't let anybody try to make you make a decision on going to school. Unless, you know, you're a kid or a teenager, then you don't have a choice because your parents can get in trouble. But I mean as an adult. If you choose to not go to school, that's up to you. If you choose to go to school, that's up to you. But nobody can make you do anything. Forgot to put this on earlier. Curl. Curl, curl, curl. Ow. Getting old sucks, but it's better than dying young. Recently, I went on a plane the very first time, so I broke this. But anyways, so I had to deal with airport security the very first time, and that was nerve-wracking. And I've heard things about airport security, so I did a long Google search of all the things that I shouldn't bring, so that I wouldn't be that one person that holds up the line. Apparently that happens a lot. And anyways, I didn't really learn any lessons from that, other than don't bring drugs that you're not supposed to have. But what I learned is, even if something scares you, and I was really scared. I was nervous, I was excited, I was like half thinking that the plane was gonna crash somewhere. But what I learned is, even if something scares you to death, even if you have nightmares of it, you should just do it. Do the thing that scares you, and you'll survive it. You'll be fine. And then it'll be a really great memory for you to remember later. So, I get panic attacks often. I hate to get super personal about this, but I get them a lot. And something that I learned about having panic attacks, this is for the people who get panic attacks. My grippy sock brethren, sisterin, and know that you'll be fine. Life is so much better when you have enough books to read and you have a hobby. This will also help you stay away from unhealthy hobbies like drinking or drugs. I'm not saying that, those things are bad for you. I won't judge you for doing drugs or drinking alcohol. However, those are not good hobbies. And I 100% support you for doing anything it is that you do. And I will also be there for you to help you if you have unhealthy hobbies and unhealthy coping mechanisms. Because I've been that person that has an unhealthy hobby and unhealthy coping mechanisms. And I had absolutely no one to turn to. Well, I felt like I had no one to turn to. Even when I did, I felt like I didn't have anyone. Another thing, you're not alone. There are 7 billion people on this planet, maybe more than that. There are 7 billion people on this planet. I had to Google it to make sure, because that's the type of person that I am. And there are at least 1,000 or more people with a mental illness. And do not, under any circumstances, let anyone tell you what you should do about your mental illness. This is your body, this is your brain, and nobody can tell you what you can do with it. Following that, if something is making you uncomfortable, if your friend, partner, family member, even your doctor or dentist is making you uncomfortable, you have the right to tell them, no, I don't want to do that. You have the right to tell them no, or you have the right to give them an answer later. Because you answer to no one. Again, it's your body and your brain, and you do what you want with it. When I started practicing Wicca, a lot of people thought that I was doing it to be rebellious. I was not doing it to be rebellious. I genuinely have an interest in this, and I wanted to learn more about it. So I did. I looked things up, I bought books, I've been collecting crystals for years, and so I continued doing it. And I continued my research. And what I mean by that is, if you believe in something, if something makes you happy, if finding a religion that, or finding a craft, or whatever it is that makes you happy, just go and do it. Worship the earth, or worship Buddha, or Kali, or any of the other amazing gods. Worship Odin, Freya, Hecate. Worship Satan, worship Jesus. Whatever it is, I'm not gonna judge you for it. Because a lot of people, they're ignorant about things, or they choose not to know something about something you know. And it's not up to them for you to be part of what they want you to be part of. It's up to you. It's your life. So I'm a collector of crystals and rocks and a bunch of other things. And a lot of people think that that's weird. So for a short time, I stopped collecting my crystals, and I genuinely missed collecting my crystals. I really did. I was dating somebody who didn't support the fact that I liked crystals. When I was no longer with that person, I bought myself a huge set of crystals. Moral of that is, don't ever let somebody talk you down or make you feel like the thing that you're collecting is silly or stupid. Because if it means something to you, then that's important. You're never too old for a Disney movie. Disney is not just for kids. Trust me. There's a bunch of innuendos on there that I've noticed recently that is very inappropriate for kids, but those things just kind of passed by me as a kid, which now when I watch those movies, I'm like, wow, how is this for kids? That's because Disney isn't for kids, it's for everyone. Same thing with cartoons. And truthfully, and this might be an unpopular opinion, I think that's for the adults watching it with their kids. You can look that up. I'm not the only one with that opinion. Opinions are like butts. Everyone has one, and some of them stink. Yeah, kids are cute. For me, I prefer to give them back to people. I love working with kids. I work with kids. However, being the fact that I am 28 now, any of my mid-20 friends that do not have children yet, well, more courage to you. And I'm happy for you. I'm also happy for my friends and my family members that have children. But if you tell me, or anyone, that they are not a true adult because they don't have kids, you're wrong. I'm sorry. You are wrong. You pay bills. You work. You do your thing. And don't you worry about having kids. Have a pet first. Do something fun first. Go to school. Fall in love. Fall in love again. Fall in love again and again and again. And then you can get married and have your kids. Or just don't. Just have a bunch of cats or dogs or snakes. Whatever it is. Don't let people talk you into having a kid. Rinse out the bathtub after you've used a bath bomb. You're gonna thank yourself later. Following that, I once got this bath bomb that I didn't realize had jelly in it. It apparently was to moisturize the skin, and it clogged the drain. Oops. And what I learned there are certain things that aren't supposed to go in drains. Believe in yourself, because one day you're gonna find that not everybody believes in you. And that's okay, because as long as you have yourself, as long as you believe in you, then that's what matters. See, what doesn't matter is other people's opinions of you, and whether or not they believe in you. And I have done shows, I've sang in choirs, I've worked in haunted houses, and nobody shows up. Maybe 1 or 2 people show up. And those people who do believe in you, they're always gonna be there. But if you don't believe in yourself, dude, you gotta, because... Girl, don't start crying now. I'm just doing my makeup. I'm getting sensitive now because this is a sensitive topic. Believe in the thing that you are doing, because only you can believe in you, because only you have you. At the end of the day, when you're alone in your bed, if you're not sleeping next to somebody, that is, uh-oh, my phone is dying. There we go. It's charging. Where was I? But yeah, do you. Just do you. Also, therapy is expensive, and sometimes it don't work for everybody. And don't let anybody tell you that you should go to therapy. That's your decision. Take a break to smell the flowers and dance in the rain. Unless you don't like flowers and you're allergic to them. Or you don't like rain. Well, what I mean by that is, don't take everything so seriously. Because not everybody is going to take you seriously. Especially people that are older than you. They're not going to take you seriously because, believe it or not, those people still see you as a kid. And you are a kid up to a certain point in your life. But just because you are 18 and you think you know everything, trust me, sweetheart, you don't. And once you turn 28 like myself, you look back at your 18-year-old self just fresh out of high school and you'll be like, wow, I was stupid. Well, not stupid, but she was a little silly. But one day you're gonna look back and you're going to learn something that somebody told you about. And you'll realize that they were right. And you're gonna kick yourself for it. And last, let them. Let me say that again. Let them. By that I mean is, if somebody is talking badly about you, somebody is spreading rumors about you, you're doing something right. Because only liars cheaters, backstabbing friends and family members, coworkers. They're gonna talk about you. Whether they're petty, jealous, they don't like you, whatever reason it is, let them. And just know, even if it hurts you a little bit, it's not going to affect you what they say. It's only going to affect them. Because karma exists. In my very unpopular opinion, I think that karma exists. And one day, those words are going to follow them. It's going to hit them on the head like an anvil in a Looney Tune cartoon. Somebody is talking badly about you, whether it be gossiping, spreading rumors, lies. Let them. Don't try to start a fight with them. Don't try to hex them, because the gods of the universe know what's through with people that do things like that. But yeah, so I'm not worth the energy or getting arrested. Try your best to become friends with yourself. Spend time alone. Obviously, not too much time alone, because humans are not solitary creatures. But spend as much time alone as you can. And do things that you like. And soon enough, you will like yourself a little bit more. Each and every day. Don't try to live with the idea that if you don't love yourself, nobody's going to love you, because that's not true. Because the right person is going to love you regardless of if you love yourself. Don't worry. Be happy. And that's it. That's all I have to say. I think I talked a little too long. But, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. If you didn't, and you just felt like watching somebody do their makeup, that's cool too. I just dropped a brush on the floor. And I dropped a makeup palette on the floor. I mean, I picked it up, but now it's broken. But yeah, life is messy. You can be messy. But you should love your mess. And you should love yourself. And you should experience cool things. Try not to eat too many sweet potatoes and turn yourself orange. Don't date the wrong people. And even if you do date the wrong people, or hang out with the wrong people, you'll learn, you'll change, you'll grow. And hopefully you'll like and subscribe. And I'll see you soon. What? Did I just do that?